Our second question is all nomenclature based, and we start out with one of our diacids. Hopefully you've remembered the names for those. This is our second acid because it has one carbon in the middle. The first one, oxalic acid, would have no carbons between the two carboxylic acids. This one has one, so this is the second one on our list, or malonic acid. Parts B and C are a little more conventional. We need to start by determining the longest chain, and we do that going this way. At this point, we would have 10 carbons by going down or to the left, but we need to include both carbons of the alkene, so we have to go to the left. We number starting from this direction because the priority group is the carbonyl, and we start at the end of the chain closest to the carbonyl. So this is going to be some sort of decane. Now we can name the substituents, again, as always, in alphabetical order. So we start with our bromine, 7-bromo, then our chlorine, 9-chloro, 8-isopropyl, 6-mercapto. Then we get our parent name of decane. We have 3 functional groups we need to include within the parent name: the alkenes, the alkynes, and the ketone. And each of them will get their appropriate numbers. So the alkenes come first. We have 4, 6, 8 triene. The alkyne starts on the first carbon, so 1-ine, and the ketone at carbon 3, 3-one. But we've forgotten one group, which is the alcohol, and that's going to go right here. So that's 7-chloro. Sorry about that. That's 7-bromo, 9-chloro, 5-hydroxy. Are we done? Not yet. We have alkenes, and we know alkenes often need to be defined as E and Z. So our first alkene, the one starting at carbon 4, we have our higher priority groups as the carbonyl and the OH. Those are on the same side. So that's 4Z. At carbon 6, the sulfur is higher priority than carbon, whereas bromine is higher than priority than carbon. So those are on opposite sides. So that's 6E. And at carbon 8, the chlorine is higher priority, as is the carbon with the bromine. So those are on the same side. So we have 8Z. So overall here, the compound we have is 4Z, 6E, 8Z, 7-bromo, 9-chloro, 5-hydroxy, 8-isopropyl, 6-mercapto, deca 4, 6, 8, triene, 1-ine, 3-one. All right, we have one last nomenclature question to do. This one's an aromatic compound, and you'll notice that we have a methyl group on here. So that would prompt me to name this one as a toluene. Now, if I do that, that means that this has to be carbon number 1. From here, which way do we go? Do we go clockwise or counterclockwise? Well, in both directions, we have numbers on every substituent. So now we look at which substituent comes first alphabetically. If we go to the left, we have an ethyl group next. If we go to the right, we have a propyl group. So we go to the left. And then it's just a matter of putting these in alphabetical order. So I'm going to list them out first. 2-ethyl. At carbon 3, we have a 6-carbon chain, which is hexyl. Carbon 4 is 5 carbons, so that's a pentyl. Carbon 5, we have a butyl group. And at carbon 6, we have a propyl group. So we just need to alphabetize these. So we get 5 butyl, 2 ethyl, 3 hexyl, 4 pentyl, 6 propyl toluene.